Thank you. Good morning again, everybody. And thanks to our Mayor for his kind words. And thanks to Peter and Anne for their contributions, which have nicely framed what I want to share with you now, which is the mission, vision, and thematic structure of the Institute for Health Discovery and Innovation. And as we officially launch our institute, we do so at a time where we're facing significant global challenges. We have an aging demographic and an ever-increasing burden of disease in our population, which puts pressure on our healthcare systems. However, today we're also living in a time where we're seeing unprecedented technological breakthroughs across the landscape of health discovery research. In recent years, we've gained extraordinary understanding of human biology through breakthroughs in genomics and the development of precision medicine. And in parallel, we're starting to realize the outstanding potential of artificial intelligence and machine learning across the domains of biomedical science, biomedical engineering, and indeed clinical medicine. And here at the university, we've built up a critical mass of expertise across many of the key areas that underpin each of these domains. And this did not happen by accident. As Peter mentioned, it happened over many years through important prioritization exercises by the university. In the early days, through prioritization of biomedical science and engineering, and more recently, under the topic of health and well-being. And this topic of health is now the most active and impactful research area across all of the breadth of our activities here in the university. And this highlights the critical importance of establishing the Institute for Health Discovery and Innovation. It becomes the foundation to our pipeline of activity in this space, sitting alongside the Institute for Clinical Trials. And it provides a comprehensive ecosystem that reflects the ambition of all those people working in this space. And across our campus, we have researchers who are leaders in the fields of molecular and microbiology, regenerative medicine, neuroscience, bioinformatics, medical technologies, and much more. And what's key is that the most exciting developments are happening at the intersection of these fields. And it's in this convergence where scientists, engineers, and clinicians collaborate that we'll find the solutions to tomorrow's health challenges. And the Institute for Health Discovery and Innovation is designed to operate at this very intersection. To establish the strategic vision for the Institute, we as a community have all been on a bit of a journey, the most recent part of which was back in June, when we came together as a community to contribute to a shared vision for the Institute. We discussed our strengths, we reflected on our priorities, and we recognized that we face certain challenges as researchers. We're part of an increasingly competitive funding environment, and the cost of research is ever growing. This puts pressure on our physical infrastructure with continuous investment needed to maintain our state-of-the-art equipment. We're also in a competitive environment when it comes to recruiting and retaining top talent, particularly in new and emerging areas. And in establishing a new institute, we need to position ourselves to overcome these challenges. And to achieve ambitious goals, we must leverage our own unique strengths and that of the surrounding ecosystem. With this, the mission of the Institute for Health Discovery and Innovation is to accelerate the fundamental understanding of disease and develop disruptive solutions to health-based challenges. Our vision is to become an internationally leading research institute in health discovery and innovation, which will be realized through excellence in research, excellence in people, and excellence in partnership. And these three themes form the basis for our institute's ambitions, will guide our strategic goals and our everyday operations. Firstly, our commitment to excellence in research is rooted in our ambition to make meaningful contributions to science and society. This requires more than just a vision. It requires robust support systems and resources that empower our researchers to gain competitive funding and to enable their research and sustain a vibrant research environment. The Institute also recognizes the critical importance of core facilities in supporting our research and attaining research excellence, which is why today we also launch the Research Institute's Technology Services Directorate to manage our core facilities and technologies and ensure that we're equipped with state-of-the-art infrastructure to foster a world-class research ecosystem. Secondly, excellence in people. Discoveries and innovations are driven by people, and we're deeply committed to supporting our researchers at all stages of their careers. Here at our institute, we're lucky to have many established leaders in their fields, and their expertise and experience will be instrumental in driving the Institute's mission forward. We also have many young, talented researchers who are already on outstanding career trajectories. A key goal of the Institute will be to further this pipeline of success as our early career researchers are the next generation of leaders in health discovery and innovation research. And finally, excellence in partnership. Our research by its very nature is interdisciplinary, and to truly have impact, we need to work together and be committed to building partnerships, both internally among our own community, but also externally with academic institutions, surrounding industry, and clinical leaders. And with this, we can channel collective expertise and ambition into areas of real-world impact. The thematic structure of the Institute reflects these ambitions, and it's built around 3 core pillars, which are firstly, fundamental discovery, secondly, enablers and innovation, and thirdly, health-based challenges. The first pillar, fundamental discovery, represents the core scientific foundation of the Institute. It focuses on understanding the basic mechanisms of life and disease, areas that are critical to advancing human health. The pillar encompasses expertise in fields such as molecular biology, genomics, immunology, and much, much more, and it lays the groundwork for everything we do. Our success here depends on continuously advancing these areas of fundamental research to better understand the underlying biology of diseases and uncover novel disease mechanisms that can be leveraged for therapeutic development. Our second pillar, pillar 2, enablers and innovation, is where we focus on translating discoveries into applied solutions. Fundamental discovery can really only make an impact when it's connected to the right tools and innovations. And this pillar integrates enabling technologies and platforms that facilitate this transition from basic research to real-world application. Key areas include in silico modeling, bioinformatics, advanced manufacturing, drug discovery, and medical technologies, which are essential for transforming scientific insight towards real-world innovation. And finally, pillar 3 is health-based challenges. And this is the most dynamic of our 3 pillars, and it's the platform where interdisciplinary collaboration becomes possible, where our fundamental scientists, our engineers, and clinicians can come together to have real-world impact by focusing on goal-oriented and collaborative research. Here, we can combine fundamental understanding of disease development with our ability to leverage new technological approaches, encompassing novel diagnostics, medical devices, or therapeutics to address distinct challenges in health. And today, we have a call to action for this health-based challenges pillar, as over the coming weeks, the Institute for Health Discovery and Innovation will identify 3 separate health-based challenges that it will tackle in its first phase of its implementation. These challenges can build on areas where we already have critical mass and strength, but can also respond to new and emerging opportunities. The health-based challenges pillar will be a cornerstone of our Institute's strategic direction, and apart from addressing challenges, it will build our community, enable collaboration, and make us more competitive for funding and ultimately produce high-impact research. Beyond our thematic structure, our other opportunities lie in the infrastructure, programs, and partnerships that surround us. The Institute and many of its researchers will be physically based in the state-of-the-art Biosciences Research Building in North Campus, and also in the Orbson Building, which we share with our colleagues in the Ryan Institute. Beyond our buildings, we are also a virtual institute and will provide support and identity to many of the researchers working in this space across the College of Science and Engineering, the College of Medicine, Nursing and Health Sciences, and beyond. And the Institute aims to be a key enabler for all those people who wish to work in this space. And a key to our success is that comprehensive pipeline that the university has built, from discovery to innovation to translation to clinical application. Our institute forms the foundation of this pipeline, sitting alongside the Institute for Clinical Trials and also supporting both BioInnovate and the Curran Research Ireland National Centre for Medical Devices. Within this comprehensive ecosystem, each of us plays a critical role in bridging that gap between fundamental research and patient care. And all of this takes place alongside a thriving medical technology sector that sits on our doorstep here in Galway. The Institute will continue to strengthen our many collaborations with the medical technology industry, as well as the pharma and life sciences sector, to create a mutually beneficial ecosystem where cutting-edge science and practical applications can intersect. The launch of the Institute for Health Discovery and Innovation has been many years in the making, and it's really an honour for me as director to be part of this launch today. We very much look forward to the arrival of Minister O'Donovan to officially launch the Institute at the beginning of our afternoon session. I want to acknowledge the vast work that has brought the Institute to this point, not least by our Executive Dean, Professor Walter Gear, and our Director for Strategic Development, Dr. Anne Ryan, but also the immense contributions of both Professor Leisha McNamara and Professor Gary Duffy have made in their respective roles as Vice Deans for Research for both the College of Science and Engineering and the College of Medicine, Nursing and Health Sciences. I also want to acknowledge the work and support of Professor Martin O'Donnell and Dr. Martina Nicoulon, also from the College of Medicine, Nursing and Health Sciences, and I look forward to working closely with Professor Fidelma Dunn in the Institute for Clinical Trials. I want to thank our team within the Institute, in particular our Institute Manager, Dr. Stephen Griffin, and our Director of Technology Services, Dr. Elaine Breslin. And I congratulate her and Dr. Kerry Thompson on an outstanding workshop yesterday on core facilities ahead of the launch of the Technology Services Directorate in the next session. Finally, I look forward to working closely with all of you. The Institute is not just a collection of building or a structure of supports, it's a community of scientists, engineers and clinicians. And I thank the research community for their engagement throughout this process. I also want to acknowledge the wider university community, in particular our Research and Innovation Office, whose support is essential to our success and our ambition. Together, we have a fantastic opportunity. We have a fresh start to build a cohesive, supportive environment where research can thrive. Thank you all for being part of today's launch.